If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and this is my channel name, Dr. Javed Iqbal Kokhar, Lectures on Fringe. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Javed Iqbal Kokhar, Professor of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology. I am discussing autopsy for the past few lectures. So continuing with the topic, this is the lecture number 25th. And in this lecture, I will be discussing negative autopsy. The learning objective will be that we'll try to learn and define what is meant by negative autopsy and what is meant by true negative autopsy and false negative autopsy, and the conditions which makes true negative autopsy. The autopsy is said to be negative when all the efforts, physical, chemical, that is toxicological, and histopathological, fail to reveal the cause of death. That is physical autopsy, chemical analysis, and histopathology all fail to reveal the cause of death, then the autopsy is said to be negative. The types of negative autopsy are either it is true negative or false negative or pseudo negative. The true negative autopsy is that cause is always there, but we cannot depict it. This happens usually in natural deaths, where the indicator or the cause of death cannot be found because of certain reasons. And the causes or the reasons which makes an autopsy negative are that the indicators cannot be found, which means very short fatal period. Number one, that means that the time elapsed between the start and it goes on to a critical chain of events till death, and the time is so short that no appreciable significant change appears, like vagal inhibition or acute neurogenic shock. And these happens in extreme emotions, stress, and severe painful condition. And in such situations, the crime scene investigation will help to solve the issues. Then the second indicator is that no anatomical change is elicitable or evident. In certain conditions, which advances so suddenly that there is no visible anatomical change in the body, that the time period is so short that the visible pathological change which appears is not appreciable, like coronary spasm, which is a reflex phenomena, similarly laryngeal spasm in dry drowning. So these are transitory phases. The vessel or the larynx go intense spasm and later on relaxed, and the time doesn't permit to show pathological change. In dry drowning, in laryngeal spasm, when water does not enter into the respiratory passages, but intense spasm occur and it leads to death. And when we examine at autopsy, these spasms have been relaxed and no finding is seen. And the third indicator, like concussion of brain. In concussion, this is a condition of brain trauma in which the neurons go into shock due to their displacement from their places due to violent jerky movement. And the person becomes unconscious. And if the damage is slight, then the person gains consciousness and recovers with slight amnesia. Then there are certain findings which are so minor that at autopsy we cannot detect them. The pathological changes are so minor, these are not considered as cause of death in ordinary course of nature. For example, in a scuffle, a person which already have compromised cardiopulmonary state goes into functional ischemia of the heart. He may not get any injury or any slight abrasion even on any non-vital region. That means very slight abrasion if it occurs on a non-vital region, which is considered as not a cause of death in ordinary course of nature, but the person having the compromised heart went into the heart attack or cardiac failure. Then the third state is that indicators cannot be detected by routine investigation. Indicators are there, but they cannot be detected by routine investigations. In spite of the fact that indicators are present, but they cannot be picked up by the routine investigation, like death by early myocardial infarction, that laryngeal coronary spasm occurs, there is infarction, but the time doesn't permit to appreciable change which can be detected. Conductive system defects of the heart cannot be detected. Hormonal gland lesions like parathyroid or adrenals cannot be found. Similarly, other conditions are which cannot be appreciated. So, the summary of this lecture is that we have learned what is negative autopsy and what is true negative autopsy and false negative. Then we have learned the indicators or the conditions which make autopsy an autopsy a true negative autopsy. So thank you very much. This is all about the true negative autopsy and the condition which are leading to true negative. Take care. Allah Hafiz.